our very own state's attorney, Aisha Braveboy, here. Her wealth of knowledge when it comes to crime prevention.
Have my own law practice, so I was a small business owner, as well as I've worked for Children's Hospital, which is the largest pediatric provider in this region for our children. And so I've had varied public sector and private sector experience.
What is the state's attorney role on crime and in partnership with the police and with the community?
The state's attorney is really the top law enforcement office, meaning that ultimately we make the decision on whether or not to prosecute and hold someone accountable for a crime that they are accused of committing. The police department plays a really important role because they're on the streets. They are the face of law enforcement. They're who you encounter on the street. They're who typically originates charges. And their standard for originating those charges is probable cause. Do I have probable cause to believe that you committed an offense? Then those cases are screened by my office because when we pursue a case, we have to prove that an individual is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So the standard is much higher than what police have. And that's for a reason. We want to get folks off the streets quickly. But putting together those cases are really important. So we work very closely with the police department. We screen cases with them, which means they come in, they bring all of their evidence, any witness statements, any information that they think is important for us in order to make, to evaluate, make charging decisions. So ultimately, we make the charging decisions on those cases that move forward. And so it's an important partnership. We work together every day. For me, working in law enforcement, what it really means is that, the community is really the best police of itself, right? Most of our witnesses are civilian witnesses, people who are victims or people who have witnessed something. The police do the investigation, but a lot of what they uncover, the leads that they uncover, is due to civilian witnesses. So I'm not saying that anyone has a right to in any way commit a crime against you, but you also want to make sure that you're protecting yourself and you're making smart decisions about your property in particular. Right now, to make the possession of machine gun conversion devices a felony offense. That'll help us be able to prosecute and hold those accountable who use those what's maybe called switches to turn a regular handgun into a machine gun, an automatic weapon that can really do a lot of destruction and damage. And so that's one of the bills that we're working on this year. But in prior years, I've worked to ban ghost guns. I've also led the effort to make strangulation a first-degree felony offense, and it is now in the state of Maryland a felony. In addition to that, I worked and led the effort to expand our hate crime statute so that it would be more applicable to what we see on the streets in terms of hate crimes. The last one I'll just mention is that we expanded the organized crime statute to allow more underlying charges to be considered organized crime, where we can go after not just the person who may have committed the offense, but everyone in that chain who orchestrated and planned the offense. Having a strong relationship with your local police division, where you have a relationship with the major, with the captains, with your community police officers, so that if something does happen, you can pick up the phone and call them. And they typically want to know. We had the branch of carjackings. My office initiated a carjacking task force. Not only was that task force made up of members of my office and our various policing agencies, but we also had community members, we had business owners, nonprofits. We wanted to come together to figure out how we send a very strong message. And so the police were making arrests, we were doing the prosecution, the judges saw the work that we were putting into it, so when we asked for those tough sentences, they began to give them to us. We're always looking for ways to serve, and there is currently a vacancy in the office of the county executive. And so I am one of the candidates vying for the votes in order to become the next elected county executive here in Prince George's County.
Awesome, awesome.
And where's Dr. Mazzelli? Come on, Dr. Mazzelli. And I'm grateful to God for the both of you. So look out for this team together.
So while we're trying to pull up the video, one more person that I left out is the Echo Mims production, Miss Prima.
Our next county executive, Aisha Braveboy!